Hey y'all, check me out on the Platinum Flame. We're talking about work, 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 work. Okay, time to do the work. A lot of people getting mad, mad, mad blessings. Okay, mad blessings coming in. Okay, it's people getting the plan. Major downloads coming in. Okay, thank you. We're doing 10 minutes, roughly 10 minutes of tarot. I need to make my time marks anyway, but these files are too large to upload, so I'm about to keep it brief. Keep it brief in my brief. There's nothing brief about that. Okay, here we go. All right, so the star card reverse. All right, where this is my babbling brook. People are like, "What are you talking about? What is going on? What are you saying?" Okay, where someone could just be running at the mouth here. Okay, seven of pentacles here, reverse. Now it could be where people, yeah, the world's coming over here. Okay, so some kind of project is coming to an end here. Okay, it could be like where people were maybe not feeling the notoriety that they wanted, or that people aren't getting the message. People aren't, receiving the message somehow. But the seven of pentacles reverse for me is where people are kind of picking up their ball and they're saying, I'm picking up my ball and I'm leaving. Okay, so game over. Thank you, goodbye. Or I'm taking my seeds. I already planted this garden. I'm taking the seeds that I've grown here, and I'm taking it to another place and starting again. So this is something about moving forward, taking your harvest somehow, taking what's yours, moving forward to greener pastures and a new promised land here. The star is an Aquarian card here, okay, where someone could be getting some kind of like confused downloads. They could be confused in general. Someone could be losing hope, losing their North Star direction, being out of alignment with, their astrology and what, the upgrades that they should be receiving. And it could be like where people are also just blah blah talking out the side of their neck and they don't know what they're talking about. Some people could, be these fake authorities, okay? And well, I think that well, it's like, okay, no one's asking what you think. We're talking about what is the truth, okay? Hierophant. Boom. Okay. So someone may not like the things that you were teaching, you were talking about, the things that you are assisting with. Um, and moving toward a more orthodox approach of things. Okay, someone could be having bad experiences with the occult. They don't know what they're doing. They're dabblers, and kind of like a wannabe energy, and they're intimidated. Okay, they're doing things that is intimidating them. That's like messing up their life or their vibe or something, and now they're scared and they're running back to their orthodox religions, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, this isn't for everybody. We popping shots in these streets, so it's not for the faint of heart. Like, if people get out of my freaking lane, stay off my block, stay out of my business. Okay, so yeah, some people are headed for the hills and they're asking their spiritual pastors, priests, and all of this stuff to accept them back, and that's fine. Okay, good for them. That's what those institutions are for. Okay, so we don't have to begrudge that. We don't have to begrudge, oh no, white Jesus, like, oh no, like all these little like personality cults, the tribalism, and all of that. Am I gonna burn in hell? Am I black enough or not black enough? And like, oh, I use tarot, but that's okay. But I didn't use spells. Oh, but I use spells, but that's okay because I, this, that, and the other. It's like, okay, whatever. Okay, like everybody's like, okay, whatever. All right. So the two of swords here is like, reverse. I'm not stopping you. Nobody's stopping you. Okay. No one's stopping you from turning around now, returning back. If you are not ready, if you were not, it is better for you to rush upon the blade than to enter the circle with fear in your heart. Who knows what movie that's from? Okay. So that is true. That is true. Okay. So fear. There is no place for fear in the spiritual warfare. There is no place for fear. Okay, it's not a fan. This is like not a fan club. Okay, all right. So we've got the seven of wands behind. Yeah. Some people are and the thing is, what I'm getting here for. Okay. Some people's efforts are not working. If people are lighting 7-day candles and these votive spells and these, persistent spells, it's some of it is not working. Some of the people are listening to false voices and they're being confused. All right. Um, People trying to block you, stop you, drop you, bind you, find you, whatever. It's not working. And so, there may also be this reflective backlash onto these individuals here. Why the readings are all like, like people are screwing up, you know what I'm saying? But the bibliomancy is like, yo, you're about to be blessed, okay? So for the chosen, for the elect, for the Melchizedek, for the prophets of the New Jerusalem, all of us, this whole crew, there's so many of us in different roles that we play in the body. Stay encouraged, okay? Stay encouraged, all right? It's not a problem, All right, so here we go. Communication coming down, okay? Raining down on you. Communication definitely coming in. This reminds me of this, yeah, this is Ochosi coming in here. Remember, sin is also about missing the mark. Sin means missing the mark. So there are degrees of sin, so to speak. So degrees of how far you have missed the target here. And when you're practicing, I like indigenous sports, so I like archery, I like canoeing, I like horseback riding, things like that, okay? I'm Cherokee by law, okay? Like, I'm like blood Cherokee. So, when you're doing this target practice, when you're learning archery, you try to be consistent. The aim of learning archery to be a good archer, I used to be an archery instructor also, okay, is not so much to hit the target. It's to be consistent in where you hit, okay? So if I'm hitting over this in the same area all the time, that's great because now I can adjust myself. Even if it's like, oh well, I have to look on this, I have to figure out what's happening in my being, and then adjust that, and then I will start hitting the target, okay? Even if I'm really far over to the right, yeah, that's how you are going to hit the target, okay? So your taboos, the sin, so to speak, for you is not the same for everyone else, okay? Like me, there's lots of things I can't do. I had a shot of Cavassier, half a shot for the altar work. I was like messed up the next day. I was messed up. Some of this incense is killing me, okay? I have such a sensitive system now because I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do X, Y, and Z. Like, I don't go party with that. Like if I sleep with someone, it's like boom, like they're like devoted to me. Like, it's like okay, that like no more. Okay, so you know, you know, that's how I roll. Okay, so scorpionic life. Okay, so these people are just kind of like backing away from you. I see you being very active here. I see you getting a lot of things done. I see you being very unencumbered here. You may have done a road opening spell of some kind as well. Yeah, I see. Wow, yeah. So the Two of Wands coming out in the upright with the Two of Swords reverse and the Two of Wands here. This is opportunities. This is you getting your message out. This is you finding resources that you're looking for. Okay. Now these could be financial resources as well. Okay. Now it could be again something here about social assistance is coming up. Okay, where maybe you were unable to tackle some of these issues in the past here. Okay. Maybe some of you are trying a business or something and it's not as lucrative and you need some kind of like capital to assist you, okay, some kind of loan here or something or some kind of assistance. But communicating about this is going to be key. It looks very positive here, okay? So if you're reaching out to a bank for a loan or for some kind of forgiveness here, this could be your PPP loan forgiveness. If you haven't done the PPP loan forgiveness, then that could be what's here, okay? But this looks very positive if you communicate. Two of Cups. In the upright, in the blind spot. Boop. Okay, so this is looking good. Yeah, so communicate, reach out to one another. I feel like, it's a very positive energy around you to be progressive and to, take care of your own business. This is minding your business and minding it well, okay? Wow, the sun. Yeah. Success in the midst of you, okay? So these things are all going to be very successful. Wow. Okay, so the Hierophant and the Sun is going to be material success. Okay, so this going with the bibliomancy where it's talking about gold and silver and gold plates, silver plates, and forks and all this stuff, and outfitting your temple, re-outfitting things, retrofitting things. But with the Star and the Sun is also job success, getting contracts, you keeping your job, keeping up with the work, not lose this. So if you're worried about losing your job, I don't think that's going to happen. I think that you're going to be getting accounts contracts here. People are going to be looking you up. You may be in some kind of directory here as well. Okay, people may refer you to someone else. People may look up to you as a spiritual leader. People may say, hey, this person is saying something different than another person, and I like what this person is saying. I like what this more spiritual energy is saying here. Okay, but keeping contracts and money coming in, definitely. Okay, this, I'm seeing good business happening. I'm seeing things popping for you. Okay, especially the Eight of Wands in your eyes. The stuff you see. Okay, this is you shooting out. You know, shooting out your beams, your intentions coming. Like a landing. The 8 and the 2 come to the 10. So this, taking on new jobs and new opportunities. The 8 and the 7 and the 15. This is where you're dropping the things that are addictive, not working. Not being afraid here. Okay. And now there may have been some other work that it's like, yo, and this is also not giving out freebies all the time. Okay. So the work that you do is worth something. All right, per hour. Strength. This is what you're hoping for. That conquering ability here. Leo energy, Line of Judah. This is the 11 card in this deck, and that's fine. I'm still going to stick it with the 8, okay, energy, okay. But I have 222, 788. Okay, so something about the twos could be here. This is about divine partnerships and synchronicity in your appointments here and in your alignments. Okay, like divine meetings, like you meeting the right people at the right time. Okay, collaborating, divine appointments there. Okay, and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, so people who are becoming less defensive, you may be becoming more open here, more willing to reach out. And this is the star light energy here with the 9 and the 8 of Wands here, where it's like, you're putting attention on you and what you need and what you're saying, and your truth is the truth that should supersede all others. Okay, the truth that is working for you. You don't have to evangelize to everyone else about how they're wrong and how their truth is flawed and how you're not doing it like this, and you don't know who you are, but you know who I am, don't you? All right, guys, you know what to do. Sacred Hearts. I'll see you soon.